Hey, hey everybody. It's been a while. Okay, I keep saying that, but I'm doing so many different things that it feels like it's been a while. I'm not doing my weekly Friday, how was homeschool this week things, updates anymore. But yes, let's talk about single parenting when you're married. That's where most mothers, okay, I can't say most. That's where 50%, I am very sure, 50% of mothers are. And here I really mean African mothers, black African mothers, single mothers while married. For me, that means that every day of the week, every single day, holiday, public holiday, um, weekend, I'm still the one getting up and saying, okay, what's everyone going to have for breakfast? Let me make it. Lunch, I'm planning, okay, what will they have for lunch? Let me make it. The meal preparation, dishing out, that's me. But yes, and I do have Sundays where my husband does cook supper for the next day and the next day. So for 2 days, he does cook supper, and then that's it. That is the sum total of the physical and mental planning of parenting that is done. And I know, okay, I believe 50% of women bear the bulk of parenting. But that's not how it's meant to be. Fathers are meant to be the ones walking in the fields, teaching their children, and because I'm Christian, I will always come from a Christian slant, teaching the children about the hills, the green trees, they should play with them, play with them. That was one thing that is said over and over. Play with your children, get to know them. I can't play, I can be with them, I can definitely get to know them, but without a father, they've got no father figure. They've got no one who is an uncle who will say, let's go out and play. There's one who wants to, but now he lives far away. And then it would mean that he neglects his family, which is also not right. Imagine me taking a father from his family to be a father to my children. That would be, I don't think his wife would be very impressed with that, but she might be. She's a nice girl. Okay, they're younger, so I still feel like she's a girl, even though she's a married mother. And what was I saying now? Yes, there's no let's go out and play. All right, kids, where can we go today, or where can I take you tomorrow? That's me. I do that. I decide or ask, where would you guys like to go? Museum? That stuff is all me. I'm the one who packs the bags. It's all me. And as I was discussing with my teenagers this week, the state of our nation as a household, my son would interject with, and you're still teaching while doing all these other things. It's all you, mom, and you're a teacher. Really, I had no clue he realized or really thought and internalized what it means to be a teacher and what it means to be a teacher of children in multiple or different grades and different levels. And that's without the strain of special needs parenting and trying to find a curriculum that is good, but then finding resources, the additional resources for the dyscalculia, finding the what's it called, the tablets, not the tablets, the apps for typing and doing the school. That is time, research, brain power, and that's only for one child at a time, and it's all what we call a michi running around, flying around. It's irritating me. Afrikaans, michi, is all on me, and I'm sick. And I shouldn't be doing any school, no planning, nothing. And what stood out to my children, which is something I had not thought of or remembered, I told them that last year the rheumatologist said I need to stop teaching, basically take permanent disability leave. And their father's reaction was, is she crazy? Those are the words he said. I think I typed it so I could find it. And my daughter immediately says, that's not the response of someone who cares about you, and it's not the response of someone who sees the magnitude of how bad things are. And then she added, and hadn't you been looking for schools anyway? Special schools, obviously, before that. How does she even remember that I'd been looking? So I told her, yes, I'd signed our youngest, our non-speaker, to Michael Academy. Yeah, that I don't know what the reason was, but they never took us in. And as you know, the fees are so exorbitant anyway. But it was just like, you don't want to parentify your children. I don't know what that actually is, because we're African and we live by different worldviews anyway. So that whole parentification thing, you can keep it, but I don't want them to feel like they have to be my husband. And that's one thing my son kept saying. Yes, you tidy up after us. You do this, you do this. And that's wrong. We should be helping you. And I asked, who's we? And he said, us children. But they should also be parented as well. They shouldn't be the parents of the younger children. They're just siblings. There should be a difference. I don't want him to feel like because there is no other person, other parent, second parent, it's our fault that mom is now a single mom while married. That is what I don't want them to feel. So that's the question now. How do I juggle that? Because I'm not well, and I'm just one person. But it was also beautiful having the conversation that we had, because my daughter expressed that they come to me because I don't put them down. I don't act like what they're telling me is insignificant. Or as she said, we go away feeling like what we said was not significant. You'll come with an interesting fact. I can't think of okay, I could think of something like when she told me that cars, the risk of an accident happening is doubled if the car is being driven by a teenager. She told me that when they were teens, and then when there are two teenagers, she read it in a book, then the risk of an accident is quadrupled. 4 times higher risk of there being a car accident if the car is being driven by a teen and there's a passenger teen as well. And I just responded to what she said. Whoa, that's scary. And she said, yes, now imagine it's me and BK and we're both teenagers. Oh, we really need to be careful. And we had a conversation about it, and that was normal. That's it. That is normal. That is how a parent should be. But they revealed that if they went to the other parent would say, but did you know that if you have got a Down syndrome child and an autistic child, then the risk is actually tripled or 6 times worse. And if you're driving a Beamer, then it's blah, blah, blah. And then by the end of it, they feel like that parent has shown off all their extra knowledge and they know more. And so what you just said is not significant. And so they stopped. And in the words of the son, Dad has just become unapproachable. It has been eye-opening, realizing that I've always been saying it, but I've tried to keep it hidden. In the things that I say, the I had assumed people would understand that. But it's only when a cousin said, wait a minute, so you're the one who's finding the therapist as well. I thought it was both of you who research and look for occupational therapists. And I told her, no, when I say I found, it's because I'm the only one looking. It's all me. And that's all me as well. Listening to the children is all me. And that is why my daughter, besides, of course, being happy that she's not in foster care, my 10-year-old, that is why she's so grateful to have me, because she knows what another parent could be like. So I've had some interesting days, interesting months, interesting conversations going around. And Proverbs 31, I wanted to be the Proverbs 31 person. But I also wanted to be a blessing, so much of a blessing, that her husband sits in the gates and he praises her. And the children arise and call her blessed. I only have the one half, the children arising. As my one child pointed out, you're never acknowledged, you never affirmed. We never hear you being praised for everything you do, which is difficult, time-consuming, heavy, and a healthy mother should receive her flowers for what you do, but you do it. even though you are sick. But our other parent never, ever praises you, nor us, as in the children. I had not realized they'd seen that. I honestly had not realized that they'd seen that. But yeah, so I am happy that I've got children because they have been my cheerleaders, my encouragers, the ones who see, acknowledge, notice, and mention. Because without that feeling of care and love and concern, I think I would die. I would just collapse. What's the point? No one sees, not no one appreciates it, but no one sees it. As we were taught in the Adventist home, the mother shouldn't just sink into being a mere household drudge. That's how it feels. Not because of what I do, but because it feels as if it's meaningless to the other. So I don't actually know what, yeah, it was an epiphany. It wasn't really an epiphany because they said it, but I realized that they notice things. Like one time, okay, a few times, I would get up after sitting for a long time, and then this leg would give way, and the pain would just shoot, sharp pain up here, and I wouldn't be able. My leg would not hold me up. I would fall, stumble, and they said, the other parent always laughs at you. Or you'd come back quickly from a walk, and our other parent would be laughing that, well, we couldn't take a long walk because she was limping. That. I didn't know that they were hearing that. I just knew that I felt alone in my disease. And I'm really grateful that we had that conversation. I didn't know we needed it until things got really bad and I had to tell them the state of the nation, our household situation. And it means a lot. So I encourage you, seriously, especially if you do know that you are living in a family where one of you spouses, where the two of you are not united, have a talk with your children. They might enlighten you and show you things you hadn't realized, hadn't known, or they might show you that you thought you were keeping them from damage, but they're actually still being damaged. And then you can shift things around, change certain things, make new plans, plan to be more at home because you're the only safe space. Things like that. I really do encourage you to talk to your children, starting from age 10 up. Talk to them. They are very honest and they see from different angles to what you can see as that. They see differently to you because they're not a wife, they're a child. They can see from the outside and see how you are being treated, or how their dad or mom, whatever opposite your spouse is being treated. And it might shake you, but in a good way. It might shake you in a good way. I have appreciated, as I keep saying, I appreciate every friend who notices, the friend who asks, were you able to prepare for Sabbath given how sick you are and you still have the teaching and the supervising of ADHD, all of that. It means a lot. It really does. And now you know the other side. The other side where I get told by their parent, well, whoever Timothy was asking, ex-colleague, we met up for breakfast and they're asking if you can still cook. And I told them, yes, you can. No, I can't. Because I'm not seen, not heard. Yes, you can. And that gives the wrong impression. I only cook because I have no choice. And I cook with a lot of suffering. So a true answer would have been, she has no choice. She tried. I did. I tried to get frozen dinners, frozen meals. And the same person who's like, yes, of course you can still cook, said, no, I don't like the taste of these. Everyone else was fine with them. Nah, I don't like the taste. So I had to cook. But it is extremely painful. And I take a day and I'm still doing all the other duties. If I do cook, then I have to sacrifice something else, less teaching. I cook, but only because I have to. But with a lot of suffering. But with pain and anguish, and with wishing that I didn't have to, because it takes a lot out of me. And the next day after I do cook, I am in extra pain. And at the end of the day, when I'm finally done cooking everything in the evening, I am in worse pain than normal. When you say, yes, you can cook, they won't realize that. They won't know. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the positive. This was meant to be a positive video. The positive is that my children care. My children feel loved and safe, and that is what I've always wanted. So I'm grateful for that so much. I'm grateful that even my oldest two feel loved, safe, seen by me. I'm grateful, very grateful and happy about that. School is still, yeah, here and there. I had to move both children, the old 10-year-old and 9-year-old. So they're now both on the special maths, because though my son has moved on to grade 1 to join his sister, maths is 1 plus 2. He just guesses the answer, no matter how often he's learnt it. And he can't memorize. He can't memorize 2 plus 2 equals 4. 0 plus 4 equals 4. It doesn't work for him. So I've also put him on the Right Start math program, and I'll see how far we get with that. They're currently doing things that a 4-year-old should be able to do, as the textbook says at the bottom. And yeah, that's where we are, folk. And all those little pains about that heartache, because my girl wants to be a hairdresser. So I looked up, okay, what will she need in order to be a hairdresser? And it says you need a matric, grade 12. She won't be able to do grade 12 unless she doesn't do maths. But all the other subjects, her learning disorder might really hold her back. So I have to now think, all right, she wants to do this career. It should just be hands-on. But to get into the school and this school and that school, especially for black hair, she has to have matric. Why? Can't she just have the skill? So then I'm going to have to research how else can she go about becoming a good hairdresser, who can then also stand on her own, do home, roaming, mobile hair salon like other people do, and work with natural hair. Because as we might not all know, if you're working with people who relax their hair, perm their hair, those chemicals, the stylists who work with those chemicals, they have much higher ovarian cancer and breast cancer. Yes, but there were 2 cancers that were much higher in people who deal with hair chemicals. Actually, the cancers that are most common amongst them, that a higher percentage of them have compared to the normal population, it's lung cancer, bladder cancer, multiple myeloma, those cancers. All of that is all on me. It's stuff I don't even bother sharing because it means nothing. It's all on me. And this answers the question that someone once had before. They asked a relative, why does your relative post so often on Facebook? So, firstly, so who cares? Don't read my page if the status changes too often. But it was because I've got no one at home with whom to talk. And my friends are online, either because they're far away in other parts of Cape Town, or out of Cape Town, or even out the country. So I'm communicating with them that way. Then my friends, can see where I'm at. That is why I did it. Because I had no one to talk to here at home. No adult to be my partner in parenting. Yes, I will sit with them and watch them and make sure they don't do anything naughty. But I still prepare something for them to do while they're being watched. It's too much, folk. It's too much, even for a healthy mother. Mothers need a rest. Just one day out of many, or 1 day a month, to be told, I will do it all. You just rest today. Just rest as much as you can. I would love that. I would love that. I would do it if the tables were turned. But I mean, he gets a break from the office every day. He's left the office. Weekends, he's left the office. Yeah. So, school has been interesting because of those sad parts, but they've also been cool. My girl is doing kindergarten, USA curriculum, Christian, and then the next level will be grade 1. But I bought books for Cambridge, British grade 1, and thinking, I know she loves reading, and this might be a bit, difficult for her to read. Then she'll really test herself, and she'll read through the whole. She'll take a week to read a book. I was so wrong. She is able to make out quite a lot of words that we haven't done yet, like water, grapes. We're still on cat. The curriculum is still on cat, or maybe chin. The consonant diagrams like ch and sh and th, but not tiger, water, grapes, peppers. That she was reading those grade 1 Cambridge, which they say is more difficult than US grade 1, which is more difficult than South Africa grade 1, with ease. So that messed up my plan. Now I'm looking for more difficult books, and it's exciting. I enjoy that. I enjoy seeing the skill, the extra skill. Maths, she's at where she should be. But with reading, she's further. And I love that about homeschooling. So I can encourage the reading. Okay, you can read 3 stories today instead of 1. We finished her actual learning, reading, phonics book already. We finished it, and she's only halfway through her curriculum. All those ch and ck words, back, duck, she can read them perfectly, even though we haven't learnt them yet in the textbook. And I am loving that part of homeschooling. Meeting their needs, be it to reduce a load or to increase a load. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying being a strong tower for my children. And I'm grateful for the children I have, because they are the ones who make me feel like what I'm doing for them matters. I'm thankful. See you soon. Of course, there will be the videos, snippets, pictures to explain certain things about this past few weeks or days, as always. So I say goodbye, but then there's extra. Bye.
Dear Mommy, I want you to remember that I really love you and pray for you. I want to thank you for adopting me and for being so nice even when I am bad to you. It was good of you to adopt me and love me. I am just happy to be able to call you my mommy. And she asked me twice today if she will still be my child even when she's an adult. There's a lot that goes on in our kiddies' heads. And I pray that all children are able to ask.
This is Zukulana Sako.
I began with that maths curriculum that is meant for children who have maths learning disabilities, just to try and get them to understand numbers more. But then Amy said, why can't we go back to the normal maths, meaning this one? This is grade 1 maths. We tried. It's cute. Let's say that again. Let's go.
Why did we even go to physical maths?
Because you have a learning disorder, a specific learning disorder called dyscalculia. So numbers are very difficult for you.
Then let's go back to the other maths, the physical maths.
The physical maths?
Yes.
Why?
Because I do not want to do this no more.
And all because, why don't you want to do it anymore?
Because of the disorder, and then this is too hard.
This is too hard, eh? Intense.
Yes.
All right. We will. At least you tried. You asked to do this, correct?
Yes.
And
now
my mind. You changed your mind. It's grade 1 maths. How old are you turning today? This year.
11.
11. You have a real learning disorder. It's incurable. It's forever. So it's like me having AS. Do you think I'll ever say, let's go run a marathon?
No, what's a marathon?
A long race.
No way.
Oh, do you see me even exercising anymore?
No.
Because I can't. My body won't let me. And that's how it is with dyscalculia. Your brain won't let you, even though your mind wants to. So that's why we're struggling with
Math.
So we'll go back to the other one. So this is your physical maths that you want to do again, eh? Let's go. Right, put everything down to the right hand side of the abacus.
Everything.
Yes. And then you'll make number 1 at the top and then going all the way down, 2, 3, 4, all the way down.
Like stairs.
Yeah, kind of like stairs, exactly the stair one. Slowly, carefully. And remember what we said, don't count.
Okay.
Yes, just look and say that's 3 beads. And our diva here changed all her clothes and dressed in all pink, even sticking her pink bunny to her skirt because she said she wanted to look fab. I want to look fab for occupational therapy. And then she asked, what does fab mean? Some of you guys might remember how all ADHD medicines have made Amarissa's heart rate way too fast, tachycardia, and how I spent a year and a half trying to convince the pediatrician that this was not right. And he ignored me until the surgeon told him, if you don't do something about this, this girl will be dead by age 25. So he's been giving her a beta blocker. But in the afternoon, she hadn't had any extra dose of medication yet. It had been the morning dose. But in the afternoon, she came to me like huffing and puffing, and she couldn't breathe. And she was saying she can't dance because she can't breathe and her heart is beating way too fast. So thankful for the privilege of having an Apple Watch. I put my watch on her wrist, and yep, the beta blocker had worn out. So I gave her another dose. We waited a while, and down again. It is scary how life can change so quickly in the special needs world, and how if you don't have these privileges, which are really expensive, you might lose out or you might miss out on something very dangerous that's going on in your children. My daughter, during school time, Nelo says, Mom, I did something very special for you. Come and see. And she had lovingly defaced her desk. But could you be angry? And can you get angry when you've given her instruction? Get your blue counting sticks and give me 5 sticks. But she decides, no, I'm going to make a sum. And she pulls out her brown blocks and creates a sum. Can you really be angry at the distraction?
Equals 5.
That's what you made. All right. Now I'm going to put the 5 sticks into the oval. Regarding her school, she's currently doing kindergarten. The next level is grade 1. And we're halfway through the curriculum, but the reading has been much, much faster than the actual school. So what I mean is, before she's even learned, okay, CH, let's move on to the CH sounds. She's done the whole phonics book. So she's been able to finish all the reading books. So I thought, okay, let me just buy another set of books for grade 1 because she loves reading. Let's move on to grade 1, even though we haven't learned every aspect of grade 1, like long vowels, short vowels, reading. And then she'll grapple with it a bit and it'll be a bit difficult for her, but it'll be a good challenge. We did that. I ordered the books. Cambridge this time, not even American, but Cambridge, which is, they say, more difficult than the American. But she sailed right through the grade 1 Cambridge reading books. So I'm moving up a bit to the age 6 to 8 books, and we'll see how that goes. Beautiful flowers.
Sunflowers.
Yes, sunflowers.
Peppers need water to grow.
Yes, peppers need water to grow. It's silly. Why?
water to grow.
Pardon? Read again.
Bananas need to grow.
Mm-hmm.
They're green bananas.
Oh, there they are. That's how they look before they are ripe. Are they ripe? No. They're not ready to eat. And then take your nose out. Okay, start again.
Apples need water to grow.
Water. Say it clearly, okay? You definitely need to stop playing outside. It's bad for you. Your allergies are bad.
Look, make my nose.
Mm-hmm. That's why your nose is so itchy. Next it will be your eyes. Do some anisette as well. You can turn the page.
Apples need water to grow.
Say it again. Need
Water.
water.
Apples need water to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Why not water?
Because we're not American.
American.
Yes.
Oranges
Again?
need water to grow.
Yes, why are you reading so fast? Oranges, too fast.
Grapes need water to grow.
What needs water?
Grapes need
Yes, they do.
water to grow.
I don't know why you're laughing. The end. Just like that. You did it. So I must choose the sentence that's correct. Is that what you said?
Yes.
The one that's just written right properly. Is it this one? Is it correct?
No.
No, it's not, because it's all one word, eh? A dog sits. A dog. I think it's this one. There's space, and there's a full stop. This is the correct sentence, Nelo.
Yeah, you did. I read away.
Yes, you're right. Rub away the other terrible one. Beautiful. Thank you for showing me.
And now we better erase it.
Yes, let's erase it so space for more. Big sister is visiting from Pretoria, and my girl decided to hold them all prisoner, and they had to sit in between the bricks in that little flower bed. Any movement, she would come down hard on them. They couldn't get free. I had to make a plan, and I'll end on that note. See you guys later, or talk to you later. I had to figure out how would I free them. There's only one thing I know of. And it's something that my car broke down, guys. It's gone. It broke down badly. To fix it, check out what's wrong would cost way too much. So I had no car. And I'd asked their dad if he could leave his car and go to work in an Uber. But he said no, he had a stop before he goes to work. So he would not he wouldn't use Uber. And so we must use Uber. But imagine all those Uber drives, and you can't tell the driver, just go around at 8 o'clock, then go around again at 12, and then go around take it to therapy. It just wouldn't make sense to use an Uber for so many rides. So I ended up asking I asked in a group about rentals for under 25 drivers, under age 25 drivers, because that was my problem. My son is not 25, and there were different problems with that. The rental companies had different rules. One just didn't allow under 25. The other one, the credit card that pays for the rental had to belong to the driver, but he doesn't have a credit card. So someone offered in the group when I'd asked, do you guys know of any car rental places that would have under 25 driver? A man offered to drive them for money, of course. So I paid him the money, and he took them around for all the multiple trips. Driving is her kryptonite, or my kryptonite, whatever it is. Driving is driving. Yes, come out. Yes, get out before you get hurt. Real. BK, stand up. Time to go to the car, Rio. There we go.
Mommy.
Thanks for watching, guys. I keep saying goodbye. This really is the end. Let me post this now. Bye.